Week 16 began with the Seahawks coming from behind and beating the Los Angeles Rams in overtime. The Seahawks now have first place in the NFC. Now it's time for the rest of your picks, and the reason why I'm doing these picks tonight is because of the two Saturday games tomorrow. Both are on Fox, by the way. But anyway, let's get started because I don't have time for this fucking bullshit. Alright. Eagles going on the road to take on the Washington Commanders. And it looks like the Eagles are going to be wearing their Kelly green uniforms, and the Commanders are going to be for the third time this season are going to be wearing their alternate uniforms that they were wearing when they were the Washington Redskins. Both of these teams, just one of these teams sucked dicks for breakfast, but both of these teams won last week. The Commanders beat the Giants, swept the Giants this season, and the Eagles took care of business against a really bad Raiders team. And it's looking like the Dallas Cowboys are going to be screwed as far as playoff scenarios go. By the end of tomorrow, we might be saying rest in peace 2025 Dallas Cowboys before their game even starts. And for that, I gotta take the Philadelphia Eagles to defeat the Washington Commanders. The Commanders are resting Jaden Daniels for the remainder of the season, shutting him down, as they say. It is what it is there. All right, next up, Packers going on the road to take on the Chicago Bears in a rematch of 2 weeks ago, literally 2 weeks ago. Packers lost a heartbreaker against the Denver Broncos, and the Bears took care of business against the Cleveland Browns, if I'm not mistaken. And as I stated a couple weeks ago, the Packers aren't sweeping the Bears this year. Take the Bears to defeat the Packers. NFC South matchup, and a battle of who wants to win the NFC South, to be exact. The Buccaneers going on the road to take on the Carolina Panthers. The Bucs lost inexcusably to the Falcons, and the Panthers got inexcusably swept by the New Orleans Saints. I say again, they got inexcusably swept by the New Orleans Saints. Pathetic. I'm going to go ahead. However, if I had to flip a coin, take the Panthers to defeat the Buccaneers, I guess. All right, moving on. Bills going on the road to take on the Cleveland Browns. The Bills have had some funny losses this season. One of which to the Atlanta Falcons for some god awful reason. I don't see Buffalo sticking their heads up their asses like that again in the Battle of Lake Erie. Go ahead and take the Buffalo Bills to defeat the Cleveland Browns. Next up, Chargers going on the road to take on the Dallas Cowboys. The Chargers will once again be wearing their Supercharger jerseys, or at least a modernized version of the Superchargers jerseys. The Cowboys have had the Chargers number as of late in 2021 and 2023 to be exact. And I may be a sucker for this, but go ahead and take the Chargers to defeat the Cowboys. The Cowboys' defense is still garbage, as was seen last Sunday night when they lost to the Vikings. It wouldn't shock me to see the Cowboys win again. For some reason, like I said, they own the Chargers for whatever reason, but Let's move on. Cream of the crap. Jets going on the road to take on the New Orleans Saints. Oh, God, one of these teams is going to actually win? Ugh, Lord. Take the Saints, I guess. I don't give a fuck. Giants staying home to take on the Minnesota Vikings. The Vikings have been playing well as of late. It is frustrating, though, that when you see a team that's already eliminated from playoff contention, by the way, rest in peace, 2025 Minnesota Vikings. It is frustrating to see a team miss out in the playoffs and then decide, oh, we want to win some games. In the Vikings case, I got to make that exception. Because you got to see because as I already stated, you got to see what you have in J.J. McCarthy. And that's all I've got to say about that. But take the Vikings to defeat the Giants. Chiefs going on the road to take on the Tennessee Titans. Rest in peace, 2025 Kansas City Chiefs season. And rest in peace to one of Patrick Mahomes' ACLs. Ooh, fucking brutal. There's no point in the Chiefs winning football games. They may be facing a terrible Titans team, but I believe this is the spot where the Titans finally get a home victory. I don't think they have a home victory this season. That changes this Sunday. Bengals going on the road to take on the Dolphins in a battle of who gives a flying fuck. Rest in peace 2025 Cincinnati Bengals, and rest in peace 2025 Miami Dolphins. And yes, both teams got eliminated last week. The Bengals got shut out by the Ravens in hypocritical fashion, and the Dolphins pretty much got their asses kicked by the Steelers. It was 28-15, but it wasn't even that close. Take the Bengals to defeat the Dolphins because the Dolphins have benched Tua in favor of Quinn Ewers, whoever the fuck that is. I know what it is. It's a quarterback from Texas, but yeah, good luck. Okay, this is kind of a crime that this game's not on Sunday Night Football, but Jaguars going on the road to take on the Denver Broncos. Trevor Lawrence played arguably his best game of his career. Granted, it was against the lowly Jets, but you gotta start somewhere. And the Broncos. Can they play well for 4 quarters, not just one? I guess it doesn't matter. I guess it doesn't matter, and I don't think it matters here. Take the Broncos to defeat the Jaguars. This should be another good game. Let's see how Trevor Lawrence does in the thin air of Mile High. Another cream of the crap. Falcons going on the road to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Take the Falcons. Who cares? Next up, I believe this is the this is the second half of the national doubleheader on CBS. Steelers going on the road to take on the Detroit Lions. It's down to the Steelers and the Ravens in the AFC North, and the Lions are in danger of missing the playoffs. I see it happening, but go ahead and take the Lions to defeat the Pittsburgh Steelers. Texans. Hold up. Raiders going on the road to take on the Houston Texans. Remember when the Texans were 0-3 and their season was declared over because confirmation bias? Yeah. Yeah, you could throw that out the fucking window. The Texans have a shot at clinching the AFC South. They would be the first team to do so since to clinch any division after starting 0-3 since the Houston fucking Texans of Texans. God, what amazing fucking coincidence. And guess what? Texans, end of story, moving on. Sunday Night Football. Patriots going on the road to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Well, it took a while, but the Patriots finally got exposed. Not that I did, not that I wanted them to be exposed now. Don't twist my fucking words. I'm just saying that the Patriots weren't that good of a football team. They are a good team, don't get me wrong, but they're not that good of a football team. And they finally got exposed by the Buffalo Bills. At home, by the way. And then you got the Ravens. Can you please make up your fucking minds? I'm going to take the Ravens to defeat the Patriots. I was going to take the Ravens to defeat the Patriots anyway. No matter what outcome comes happened in each game that they played last week. But it is what it is there. And finally, on Monday Night Football, and I just checked this. It's actually being simulcast on ABC as well. 49ers going on the road to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Well, it's nice that they. What a fucking weird game that was. Literally the last 2 minutes of the game between the Colts and the Seahawks came down to the last 3 possessions came down to field goals. And I take it back. It was nothing but a field goal fest. But the Seahawks won that one, and they beat the Rams this past Thursday. Yeah, let me reiterate. This is not going to end well for the Colts. Take the 49ers to defeat the Indianapolis Colts. Let's see what happens when the chaos continues. That's it. That's all. I am sorry that I have to do a video like this again, but I'm a little fucking tired and I don't feel like doing it. I don't feel like doing anything right now. Anyway, till next time, later, fuckers.